Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. Uh, it's me. I have returned with an OBS update that I'm hoping does not break everything that I own. Uh, so we'll try and get through this. I'm basically doing this video because, boy, were there a lot of remix changes that took place, and they were all basically within the same couple months, which made it more confusing and it hurt my brain a little bit. So we're gonna. This is. It says Hero Tracker, but it's like Hero Tracker, uh, Plus or Mini or something. I haven't decided yet. The point is, there were some changes, okay, and maybe some important ones. To go over just briefly. And there's also some potential shenanigans happening with Hall of Forms. So I'm going to go over that too. So this is, in a nutshell, this is everything. And I updated my slides. So this is what they look like. Um, in terms of January, okay, this is who we have coming back now. Don't worry about who it was before. That doesn't matter anymore. Okay. Um, I think probably the biggest changes happened mostly in February. One of which is actually Ryoma getting moved from August over to February. And I think that means he's going to be in Hall of Fame. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. But that was a pretty big change up, I think, for the most part. March, there was a lot that happened too, kinda, sorta. Just things going on, and then it got like less complicated. It got less complicated. I think the other things to maybe kind of draw your attention to, just very briefly, are July, August, and November. Okay, so those heroes in particular, they're very spaced out. If you are looking to try and get Freya right now, I would do that. I would do that thing. Because you're running out of time, gamer. She's not coming back till July. Yowza. That is some time. Not nearly as far. Kind of as far. It's like 1 month different. August is also Marth, Dimitri. Yikes. They're back in August. Okay, and Dimitri's actually, uh, I think, one of the better remix refines that we've had. Um, I would try and maybe grab him now if you could. That might be beneficial. Um, Martha's also there. He's been around for a while, so there's that. But good God, man, they bumped my man Eliwood out an entire damn year, which is just so far away. That is so far away. I only have one slide per month, right? And so I just update them as the months go. But we're not even through November yet, and I had to clear it because Eliwood is coming back in November. But there's a good reason for that. There's actually a good reason for that. So let me do this. Let me help, kind of, sort of. This I put together. Um, Now this is all conjecture, okay? I don't know how much of this is real, and how much is, you know. But a couple of these have been confirmed for Hall of Forms, okay? Ike, probably. I, dude, what I'd kind of like to see them do is like with the Tellius games, even Fodlan to an extent, because like technically it's three hopes and three houses, so it's not just three houses, but it's kind of, you know what I mean. Um, the Yggdrasil games, Yggdrasil, Thracia, Holy War, Elib, Binding Blazing Blade. I would like to see them combine them, which is maybe controversial. Maybe. But you know, eventually, if the game continues down, you know, and they're releasing like a new title every, we'll say 2 years, maybe. Um, I think it would be a good way to kind of keep on like an annual rotation rather than like, you know, oh, Engage is here, but now we have so many titles to get through that it's going to be another like 2 years before we get the Hall. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like eventually it will come to a point where one title doesn't get rerun for like over a year for Hall of Forms. And it's not as if we haven't had fewer options showing up. Like they're still dropping anywhere from, you know, 11 to 13 new heroes a month. So, you know, there's that. Um, so I don't know. It might be nice if they combine some of the more regiony ones at some point, especially because like Path of Radiance has not a lot of representation. Like most of the time, it's Radiant Dawn that's getting banners, but I'm not really sure the thought process there. Um, I I feel like Genealogy and Thracia have kind of evened out a bit. I think Binding and Blazing have kind of evened out a bit. Anyway, the point is that maybe if they combine some of the like continent type ones or the regions, that maybe that would be helpful. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. But you can see like this obviously starts with Path of Radiance, and we're only down to Blazing Blade. So like technically Sacred Stones would be next in December, but we don't actually have anybody coming back for December yet, so I didn't put it there. But it would be there. So technically we're past a 1 year rotation anyway. So, you know, for what that's worth. Look, is Ike gonna show up this month? I don't know. Maybe. Yoon, I feel like Yoon is pretty much a lock for December. Mainly because I don't think we have literally anybody else on a return then. So there's that. Crom is pretty much a lock, I think, for January. Okay. I would say that Ryoma, given his erratic move, uh, months jumped ahead in time and space. I think that's a pretty clear indicator that on the current track, February should be Fates, and Ryoma's there, so it's probably going to be Ryoma for Hall of Forms. March is interesting. March is interesting. Yes, I did put Saros here. I did do that, and I'm not apologizing because I want to live in a world where that's a possibility. Okay, so just all right. It's probably Sothis if they just do the one. Okay. That's pretty much a given. I mean, she's not even remixed yet. Crying out loud like that. But she's there, and she's technically from the right time. She's not going to be in Hall of Forms, but it makes me personally feeling better knowing that she's there and that someday that will happen. Maybe. Okay. So let me dream. It's my birthday. Engaged. We have nothing there. Fjorm and Reed are both kind of up in May. And then we have literally nothing until Eliwood in November. So I'm assuming that his options come November of next year are going to be nuts. So very much looking forward to that. We'll probably have like tier 6 skills. Who knows? Now, obviously, these guys will start to fill in after probably February, I would say, once we get through the majority of remix that have happened. We're actually, by then, we will have completed this full year's cycle of remixes as well before we start the new batch in February and then another batch in August. So these will fill in, I'm sure. Like I'm nearly certain of it. So I like this could be Mila, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's what that looks like. it was just a lot, and so I figured I'd make a video and share it with you all. Because sharing is caring. So, anywho, this is your Hero Tracker Mini. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Maybe my live stream, which I have to go do because it's happening in like 40 minutes. Cool. Bye.